Hi, I'm Daniel the Dungeon Master, and this is Captain Crowbars. Tyler is going to be late a little bit today, so he should be sneaking in sometime soon. Unfortunately, Jake won't be here today due to personal reasons. Just going to start off by saying we use Syrinscape for soundboards, background music. You can get customized playlists if you subscribe to them monthly, or you can purchase and download soundboards onto your laptop. Morgana?
And we also use music provided by Will Savino, or the business name Music D20. He does have a Patreon, which I highly suggest signing up for. There are $2, $5, $10, and $20 tiers that give you better and better rewards as you continue to climb through the tiers. He has also lovingly provided music playlists on Spotify for everybody to use. That means that the music that the patrons get to listen to and download and everything will also slowly become available on Spotify as well. At the moment, he has 5 playlists for your games, which include city, combat, calming music, dungeon, and voyage music. I highly suggest checking him out. Please go support him either on Spotify or on Patreon. His music is well worth it.
All right, guys, I know that it's been a little while since we last played, so I'm just going to go over the finer details of what happened. You guys woke up just before the sun began to rise. You guys were on your way to the Windshire Wall, but had picked up a side job to kill a raiding party of orcs, hoping to collect some extra coin. You guys had come across a overturned carriage. There was a fight with some black puddings there. Someone died.
Only temporarily.
He got better. You guys met a traveling merchant and a really, really odd cleric who, through your guys' aid in her ritual, brought Volgar back. You guys had camped. Guessing where this Orc Camp was, you guys decided to set up a defensive camp. You saw a figure out in the dark during one of your watches. You guys got a little more apprehensive and defensive, setting up alarm spells in a defensive pattern. When you investigated, it turned out the evidence pointed to an orc. Sorry, it's a bit long. You guys decided to ambush them in the dark because you guys remembered through some lucky rolls that orcs love to ambush as the sun rises and as the sun sets. Usually having the sun behind their back so it blinds the enemies and makes it harder for them to be seen. You guys began approaching the encampment. It was a burnt-out copse of trees and ruined rubble with a large, massive boulder behind it. Attempting to stealth closer, unfortunately, Volgar stepped on a burnt-out skull in what appeared to have been a brush fire, creating a large noise and alerting the presence of you guys to the entire Orc Camp. A fight broke out, and some good uses of Crown of Madness from Squeege kept the hand from devastating your party. Instead, he wreaked havoc on his own orcish warband.
That's what's up.
Yep. You kept Svenny out of the fight.
I'm trying to earn good boy points or good cat points.
I did forget to mention, on your way to the camp, Svenny noticed a body lying on the ground. Cosmic followed her eyesight and questioned her about it, and she said, "Oh, I thought we were ignoring it." It's alive, though.
Maybe we should have.
Good thing you didn't, because that was an unconscious cleric which joined the party, saying that he was part of a caravan that was attacked recently, and he had managed to escape, but he wanted to go back for survivors.
We went back, right? Didn't we?
Yeah.
Okay.
He followed you guys to the camp, and during the fight, Cosmic snuck along the ground, keeping low and out of the fight, making his way to the giant boulder in the back, where one of the orcs was manning a ballista that sent burning bolts across the battlefield. It's a good thing, too, because one of those bolts knocked Svenny to the ground for a short bit, but she picked herself back up and again asked, "Hey, do you need my assistance?" And you guys are like, "No, we want them gained.
I want them. Yeah, I need them.
The multipliers."
A score multiplier.
As the fight was raging on, Cosmic managed to sneak his way to the back and climb up the boulder, not entirely unnoticed. He broke out into a fight with the orc. While Cosmic was climbing up there, he cast the sleep spell on the orc. The orc fell off the boulder, woke up, and then tried to climb back up the boulder. And in a great finishing move, Cosmic threw a crowbar, knocking him to the ground and killing him.
What you forgot to say was, while I was doing all of this, the party managed to remove all danger that they were in.
Yep.
I thought I was going to be the hero, and by the time I got there,
we had a couple lucky crits.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, there was a bunch of crits on some very key fighters in that fight.
One guy got his head basically chopped off with a dagger.
Oh, I remember that. It was a psychic blade, but yeah. But, alright, you guys had looted all the bodies, gone through the treasure hoard, found one survivor. One, Elias, an elvish merchant who's missing his left arm. It had been lost when the ballista had fired at the caravan that he was traveling in.
He can get better.
We can grow it back with a lot of money.
Yeah, a lot of money and a really high-level cleric.
Yeah.
Or a very special ring.
Or a very special ring, yes.
I mean, Svenny brought Volgar back. I assume she can grow, like, a nub. She can grow down to the elbow at least, right? She can give him something to work with.
All right. You guys spent about 2 hours identifying a bunch of stuff in the treasure hoard and have come away with a really long haul. Mm-hmm. A really large haul. One thing I did forget to mention in the treasure hoard that you found was what looks to be some kind of really oily mason jar made out of glass. It's really off-putting. With that,
it's full of liquid sin. We can always ask Squeege to drink it.
All right, and let's bring it in, guys.
Just a bunch of strangers tied together by fate, too curious for our own good and always running late. If we don't get kicked out for starting a fight, and nobody gets turned into a potted plant tonight, we might just fight some evil and even make it out unscathed. On Cats and Crowbars today.
Alright, so Svenny was going around, from what I remember listening to the last bit of that episode, Svenny and Mike were going around to the other bodies, right? Just to kind of give them their last rites and everything.
I think so. Sounds
Yes, she and Mike had been giving funeral rites by doing respectful burnings.
All right,
So, funeral pyres.
Alfie would be helping out with that during all of this madness.
Okay.
That mason jar. Does the identify spell identify what it is? Or if there's any effects?
It's a
to it?
glass jar with an oily liquid in it.
Okay, so you cast Identify on it, spending 10 minutes. There is a definite seal upon the jar.
I assume it's not broken.
It is not broken. Looking at the dirty glass on the inside, there's a black liquid that seems to undulate. And every time you bring it up to your face, like the liquid just tries to brush itself up against the glass towards your face.
He just wants to give you a kiss.
No.
Looking at it, this is a jar of sealing. It appears to contain one black pudding.
Baby black pudding.
Oh, hey, we can try one now. See how it tastes.
No.
Let's keep it. If we need it, we can toss it into combat, and it'll either attack us or whatever we're fighting. It's a win-win either way.
You heartless
What?
bastard.
Or are we gonna...
Say baby pudding, and you're just gonna send it into battle?
That's very out
So,
of character. I
yeah,
expect Squeeze to be
the
wanting
jar-
to eat it
the jar
right
of
now,
sealing
so
has
I don't
already-
think you've got any room to talk.
So, yeah, the jar of sealing has already been used you just throw it and it breaks, releasing whatever creature has been sealed inside. So,
like-
unfortunately, you can't, reuse this item.
Alright. We have
How long does the funeral
We have a new pet.
rites and stuff take?
it's a mascot.
Burning, like setting up the funeral pyres. She's been building these large platforms, basically, doing the fire cabin building technique. From the burnt out trees that are nearby, there's still good wood on them. It's just, the outside of them has been burnt.
Right.
All right, welcome, Tyler.
Oh, we made it.
Oh,
Yeah.
hey! We're just getting started.
You haven't started yet?
Yeah, we've just started. We're recording right now. So, she's chopped down some of these trees with the help of Mike and Volgar, because Volgar loves to do that kind of thing.
Destroy the trees in Abram's honor.
Yeah. So building the platforms took the 2 hours that it took Leslinor to go through the treasure hoard and identify everything. And Svenny goes, so, as we build these pyres, we can place 3 bodies upon each one of these 3. So she's got 3 pyres built, and 3 bodies can be placed on each. So it will take probably 3 or 4 hours for each body to go. And then we will have to throw on additional bodies as soon as the next is available.
That makes sense.
How many bodies are there?
I'll stick around to help.
A lot of the bodies have been burnt, but there were somewhere around like 12, 15 bodies total.
It's gonna take a day to burn them all then? Am I
Basically,
mapping
yes.
this right? Okay. We can't throw them all at the same time?
Oh, no, it is not
Rude.
as respectful, yes.
Well, I feel like we should at least try to help.
Yeah, sounds good.
All right. So, what are you guys doing while the funeral pyres are burning? You basically have, I guess, a day of rest.
I think I have
You guys have items to divvy out to each other if you guys want to discuss.
Yeah.
I'll nominate the Pearl of Power. I nominate to.
Yeah, that she wanted to take that one. That's fine.
Dahlia.
Yay! I will add that.
Who's going for the wand of magic missiles with the flashlight function?
The LED flashlight.
Yeah, basically, it saves energy.
You use it to torment the cat.
No, it's
not
a
laser
flashlight, not a laser pointer. Jeez.
Well, it's a little pen light. It doesn't produce very bright light. It only the beam is only good for about like a foot.
Okay.
It's a reading light.
Basically, yeah. It's good for investigating something in the dark. Burglary. This would be a great use for.
I don't know why you're looking at me. The only thing I've stolen is from a cave, and you can't really steal stuff from a cave.
I didn't do nothing.
Yeah.
There's also the gloves.
We have the gloves of swimming and climbing.
Yep.
Real original name.
There's also the mariner's armor.
Mm-hmm.
I believe we already decided that Mike is taking the lightning resist.
Yeah.
He's the only one who can wear it.
Yeah, that too. Is the
I
main reason
mean,
why.
technically, he's the only one proficient in wearing it.
So we have no idea what's going on. Being able to jump and climb sounds pretty awesome.
You want the gloves of swimming and climbing?
Oh man, if you got a hold of the gloves of missile snaring, you'd just be leaping everywhere and just snatching anybody who tried to shoot you down.
That does sound pretty awesome.
So the gloves basically give you kind of a swim speed, but not actually a swim speed. One thing I did mess up last session about the mariner's armor is that when you go unconscious, I said you float to the top at a rate of 10 feet. You float to the top at a rate of 60 feet. It's ridiculous.
60?
Oh,
Yes.
yeah, this was a really good life vest.
Why
Yeah.
the heck am I 60
I don't-
feet underwater to begin with?
I don't know, but to me, that going 60 feet in 6 seconds, that's likely to give you the bends. If I
Depending on how...
Hey,
Yeah.
That's only real world.
fantasy.
But this is a fantasy world.
Right, everybody can hold their breath for like 5 minutes, guys.
This is true.
You've been
Gifted.
Any of the other stuff you guys want to divvy out now, or we got a
Doesn't
lot of good
somebody
stuff.
have damaged armor?
I don't think
Still?
so.
Oddly enough,
That went to her.
Oh yeah, who is going to take the mariner's armor?
I mean, I know that my armor's damaged, but at the same time, it's
It's studded leather, so
What's
I
that?
believe that's light armor.
This
it
one?
is.
Yeah,
this is
so
extra
It is
AC.
light armor.
so anybody who can wear light armor, this would be great for.
I mean, if nobody wants that, I would take that one.
What are you looking at?
The
Cloak
AC
of
cloak.
protection.
Yeah, that won't affect your unarmored defense. And you can actually pair that one up with the bracer of defense, or the ring of protection.
Oh god.
That'd be nice.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I know. Having all three of those items is ridiculous.
especially with like a
Oh,
monk or
that's so
barbarian.
cool.
Yeah.
The boots of elven
Yeah,
kind would be
but
good
I
for the
would
sneakies.
not.
Well, it would, but I mean, I've already got such a high. I got +8 to my stealth. I mean, I kind of like what you said last time. Was give it to either whatever. I don't know. What's the cleric's name again?
Mike. Yeah, I know.
Michael or him or him. Volgar, because I doubt your stealth is very good either.
Why would I need stealth?
Looks like good point.
That doesn't
Never
make
mind.
any
Disregard.
sense.
Disregard. As I was.
I mean, you did. You're being piloted. You tried to stealth, but kicked off the fight anyways because you stepped on a skull.
Yeah. All right. Well, then we'll give it to
Mikhail.
Yeah, Mick Hale, and then Mariner's armor. If no one wants it, we can sell it. It's not going to do me any AC goodness, and I don't. know
It
how
does
to
a
go.
+1 to.
Oh, it does. Oh.
Yeah, it's a +1 studded level.
But doesn't studded have a dex neg or something? I swear there was something
No.
bad about studded. No. Okay.
I don't know.
No.
I also know that my armor's the one that was damaged,
Okay.
but
Well, I might
I
take
can
the Mariner.
do it some
maybe.
other time.
You guys
If
also
nobody's
have a
gonna
repair.
Take it off, you will, because she's got the blue thing going on.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
That's why it's so hot.
Literally, we'll take armor because it's blue.
Well, I mean, it's up to you if you want it. Yeah, it's up to you. I really don't. Yeah, it was padded armor that has the neg on stealth. My bad.
Yeah, I know that one's weird.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense, but it's okay. Do you want it then?
Yeah, sure.
Because
If nobody else
I
wants
don't
it, I'll
intend
take
on
it.
going near water or getting hit, so you can have that.
That's why.
That has a 12 AC, by the way, not just a 11. So that might be a +2 to your AC
Yeah,
potentially.
well, it was a +1 studded leather, right?
Yes,
I'm
basically.
gonna look it up.
Okay.
Come on.
Anything else while I look this up?
I think that was it, except for the wand of magic missile, and we don't. I mean, unless someone wants it, I say we just hawk it for cash.
You guys,
I mean, do you want the wand of magic
Again,
missile?
if nobody wants it, Offie can take it and just keep it in the bag of holding.
All right, we can hang on to it for now, hawk it later, or
Time.
that's fine. We'll put it in the bag.
Just hoard things, guys.
I need that. I need that dough, so that our trips to the market's actually worth the time.
Okay, we have 110 platinum. We already have enough.
Oh yeah, that's true. I guess.
Not really.
Yeah, I guess
For
it
now.
Well,
depends.
for a quick shopping trip, we have more than enough.
All right. Well, I think that's everything.
yes.
Just gonna roll HP real quick to level up.
Yeah,
I didn't
yeah.
want to do it when.
Reroll it.
Perfect.
No.
No.
What is it?
You
A
reroll
one?
once.
One.
Yeah, if you roll a 1 again though, you have to keep it.
Yep.
Perfect.
You can roll 2 1s in a row.
Yes.
Nice. All right.
It's gonna be a
well,
good day.
Unfortunately, that's how it goes sometimes.
Oof.
You actually rolled
2 ones. And
No, I know with when we were leveling up last time, I just was trying to type everything. It's like, roll, oh, okay, well, it's a 1, okay, whatever. Roll again. It's an 8, whatever.
yeah.
As I'm trying to type everything out.
Yeah.
All right. So, just to catch you up,
Yeah.
Tyler, because you weren't.
I feel like
here.
I've been blackout drunk because I have no
Yeah.
idea what's going on.
So you guys fought the orcs. Unfortunately, that means no combat for you right now. You'll have to go look elsewhere. Maybe go pick a fight with a wolf out there.
We'll pull the cat's tail to keep myself entertained.
There is one very confused survivor missing his arm. It's Elias. He's an elf merchant. He was a textile like silk merchant, and currently he's kind of in shock because he's missing part of his left arm. His business partner is dead, and so is his wife.
Okay.
You guys have just cleared out like this small grouping of trees. They were all burnt anyways because there was a brush fire through here, probably caused by the orcs. The whole there's stone settlements around here that are like completely destroyed. It looks like they set fire to this area and then started breaking down the masonry to build weapons for themselves. You guys, you fought against a bunch of them, including two really big orcs. One that was casting magic, and the other one that was just hulking out on everybody, and a ballista.
Is that where all the items came from?
Yeah, it was their horde because
Their
they've
horde.
been trying to capture and raid every single caravan going to the country of Arya, which is just beyond the Windshire Wall.
Nice. Alright, cool.
All right. So while the fires are burning, you're just basically just chopping more wood and carrying bodies and everything while they divvy out items.
And items have been divvied.
Mm-hmm.
So now we play the waiting game for the bodies to burn.
Okay, well, if you guys have nothing you wish to do, we'll fast forward to...
Offie would pray during the burnings for the Changebringer to see them well on their way.
Okay, go ahead and make a wisdom check or religion check.
Hold on, I gotta figure out which one's better. Okay, we're gonna go religion on that one. Oh. Well, she doesn't get a vision this time, but she prays. Because that is, hold on, let me minus that D4 there.
Oh, nice.
That's a 1.
1 total.
She prays. She definitely prays.
She closes her eyes and says words.
Yep.
That's it.
What the wind shifts and you get wafted with burning people smoke, and that causes you to cough a little bit.
The worst kind of smoke.
First roll of the game is natural 1. Let's do this, guys. We'll get better from here.
All right. Night begins to fall when the huge funeral pyres finally begin to burn down to their final coals. As Svenny continues on with her prayer, she moves her holy symbol cross, and there's just a sudden wave, a rush of wind that blows most of the ash just from the piles and off to the east.
Is that a good thing to the east, or is that just where the wind's blowing?
You can make a religion check if you wish.
No, I'm good. Wait, what's my religion? Why not? It won't hurt. I can't get hurt if I fail a religion check.
God strikes you down.
God strikes 15.
Not being,
Overly religious.
overly religious, you don't really know, unfortunately.
Okay.
It's just, it means something, or that was one hell of a coincidence.
Do I feel at least like a little bit better or something from the wind blowing the ashes? Well, I'm not religious, so I guess I wouldn't feel
I was going to say,
anything,
well, just knowing that the bodies are gone and have been taken care of just helps a little bit.
Cool.
The air of sadness around here generally lifts just slightly.
Okay.
All right.
Did we divvy out any gold? I'm getting low on beer funds.
No, we just usually put all the gold in party funds. Don't worry, they can toss
I
you
still got
a
my keg,
couple
don't
gold.
worry.
We'll divvy it out when we get to town. I think that's it.
Hey, speaking of town,
Elizabeth pats him on the back.
When we get to the city, we'll divvy out, the money and stuff.
the
So
money. Yeah.
just a little bit, just some pocket change so you can go shopping.
We have a keg.
Drinking. She means drinking.
Drinking,
Bulgar.
drinking. That's what I figured she meant.
So-
I bought a full keg before we left, still in the cart.
So Les, you have a map of the area, right? All the way up to the Windshire Wall. So judging off of the map, you guys haven't even reached the Shipcombe Run. Go ahead and make a survival check with the bonuses for the map, which should be, I believe, advantage. Nope. Temporarily lost no.
Oh, she's back. I think.
No, I'm back.
Oh, okay.
I heard the.
Discord's gonna be doing this all day.
Oh no.
Well, it's only once in the last hour. It's not too bad.
Maybe move that one closer to him.
I'll just do on my left hand, not my right. Yeah. Great, 6.
All right, we close
6.
our eyes and we pick a direction.
You can't pinpoint yourself on the map, but judging on how many days you've traveled and the slight detour, I don't know, maybe like a couple of days until you reach Shipcombe Run, and then from Shipcombe Run, it's going to be another 3 days to the Windshire Wall.
All right.
I cooked dinner.
I eat dinner.
And then from the Windshire Wall, it's a very long trek to the city of Eris.
Is there a city or any kind of outpost or anything at the wall, or do we not know?
I mean, you
We'll
can
find out when we get there then. Is there anything
you've
on the
never
map?
been in this area, so
Oh, okay.
there's nothing on the map.
All right.
But the map is also fairly incomplete. It doesn't have small settlements.
Yeah.
I'm going to make a little campfire off to the side if we're going to stay here for the funeral rites. And I'm going to start preparing I would say a beef stew, but I want to say an elk stew.
Do you have any elk left?
24 pounds.
Yeah, we have a lot of elk right now.
Yeah.
I went a little excessive when it came to buying some food. Yeah, we also have 42 rations we can mix if need be.
A little off topics, but since we never fully decided where it's going, I want the pudding. I think it'd be the perfect anti-mimic grenade. I can just toss it in there.
Les was holding on to it, and he's not letting anybody touch it. He
Fine.
hates puddings with a passion.
Fine. All right, let's cook dinner then.
Are you gonna cook
All right,
the
so
pudding?
go ahead and roll wisdom
Need a cook pudding.
with proficiency because you have the cookbook.
Maybe this one.
I'm going to use my other dice.
It's still alive. No.
That is a 13.
13. No additional benefits, but it at least tastes good,
Yeah, but say it tastes good, right?
right?
That's
how
a
much,
benefit.
Food,
Tasty.
how much elk and greens did I use?
I'd say with Volgar's appetite and
Still recovering
Need a
from
lot
his
of
death
food for
throes.
that, for all the jumping.
yeah.
Magically assisted jumping?
You suck jumping as much.
The number of people
Clots
that
of
you guys
steel.
have, I'd put that at probably 12 pounds.
Cool, that's half our meat.
That's good.
And
And
how
you
many
get rid of it
greens?
before it goes bad anyway.
I'd put that at. Are you just going for like heavy protein because of the activity you guys did? Or you?
I'm thinking a 3-to-1 ratio. So
Well,
more heavy protein, so maybe like 4
well-balanced
pounds of greens.
meal.
So there you go.
Part of this.
So light on the greens.
Alright, we got 12 pounds of elk, 8 pounds of greens, and 1.5 pounds of wild greens.
Wild
I can go kill us some more for more meat.
Yeah.
All right.
Wild
Tenderized.
flavor.
All right. So, as you guys are bedding down in this area, who's gonna do watches?
I'll do
Or
what?
we should take the first
We'll all
watch.
do watches, right?
I'll watch when it's dark.
Yeah, me too.
Ophlia
What's
is
the-
taking first
Well,
watch.
if they're not
Who
seeing the dark
else
people.
is?
I'll do first watch.
Okay. So you can aid Ophlia, or you can both do separate watches.
Alright. I'll aid her.
Okay. Let me try these dice. Let's see if these dice like me today. Oh no. Oh no.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I am rolling garbage today, guys. I'm sorry. That is an 8.
All right. You see the dark.
Even with advantage, huh?
Well, the first roll was a 1.
Same.
Did you use your advantage twins?
Yeah.
I used my secondary advantage twins. I should have
You
used
gotta
the
fire
regular.
them now.
Oh, now that we have everybody here, there was one thing that I forgot to do earlier.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
So Morgana has made a gift for each of us.
Oh.
Oh.
So here's Cosmix.
Just hearing all the oh no, I'm like, oh.
Here is Volgar's.
Is it pain medication? Because I can use some.
Such beautiful.
Leslinore's. Mike's not here today,
I'll take his.
but Squeege, here you guys are. Even I haven't opened them.
Happy Valentine's Day, guys.
I do know
Thanks.
what.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks, Mo.
Thank you.
Oh, website. I meant M. You
Oh,
can edit that out later, right?
Oh, it's got a friggin' paw in it. That's awesome.
And a
At
little.
least I think it's supposed-
There's
is
a crowbar.
Is it supposed to be a paw?
Yes.
Oh, is there a crowbar? Oh my
Pot.
god! That's really cool.
Oh, that's cool.
That's
Whoa.
pretty friggin' awesome. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, these definitely look better in person than the pictures he sent.
Yeah,
That's
they
so
look
pretty.
pretty awesome in person. But yeah, they have a paw on the 20s, just like our icon, our logo. And then in the center of the dice, if you can find them, there's actually tiny polymer clay. What are those?
Crowbar.
Crowbars.
Crowbar.
Oh.
That's really
Yeah, they
cool.
sit like right on the 20, so you have to like either be holding the
Yeah.
20 on the top or bottom to
Yeah,
see them.
I
Let's see if this can work for me.
Dos.
No.
Oh.
Yep.
So most,
I'm using this one. I got that 20.
I was gonna say most of them are just for show.
Yeah.
Volgar's is the one that's actually like balanced, and I think maybe Squeak.
Not mine. I have like a little
Screech has a
footprint.
better chance of being balanced than the others.
Yeah, not mine
see.
either, but it's still nice.
Les, yours is actually more balanced to the 1 and the 7.
Hey-o.
Yeah, so it's like more of a natural. I'm going to get that 20 every single time.
No, you're gonna get a 1 more often.
No, the 1 actually has a plate, so it's going to roll past it most of the time.
Yeah, I've got like a little bump on my 1 too.
It's more flat.
I like it though. It's really cool.
I got a bump too. I still rolled a 20 my
15.
first go
Yeah,
though.
they're for show. I'm not very good at
16.
making dice right now, but
1.
So
Okay.
I'm not using it.
Okay.
Yeah, I think you're just fine. I rolled a 20 on the first try.
Yeah, you did good.
All right. So I even have mine. This one allegedly rolls high.
So not allowed to use it.
Mine
Yeah, no,
rolled low.
I'm gonna put it
but that was
like
only
right
one
there.
roll. Let me try another one.
But during testing, Les, yours actually rolled low.
Mine just rolled high 3 times in a row.
Mine's also rolling low. Oh, it is a 16, finally. Alright. I like it though.
Oh, first low.
yeah.
You're retired.
First low, you're retired. Okay, so your guys' watch is mostly uneventful.
I spend it sharpening my spikes on my shoes.
Do you have the dexterity to do that?
Yes.
Okay.
You can take the shoes off and sharpen it, so it doesn't really need it.
True.
That's a good idea. I didn't think about that.
Wait, I can take these off?
Yeah, and I guess, Offie rolled low enough that I could say that she gets kind of worried come the middle of her watch, and she's going to try to pray to the Changebringer to give her guidance. See if she can't get any answers as to if she's doing the right thing or not.
Not a
If
question.
she's on the right path for what she's trying to get to.
Okay. Again, you can roll a wisdom or religion check, your choice.
Let's try religion. Let's see if I can't finally roll something above a 6. Well, I said above a 6, that's a 7, so that's 10.
Hey, nice.
Move it up in the world.
Yeah. You get distracted by Volgar poking the fire every now and then, trying to get it to burn a little brighter, and smirking every time the snap from sap. Yeah, sap just goes crackle and pop.
It's entertaining.
Yeah. He's also kind of like
Surprised you
grinning
every
to
time.
himself
Everyone's gonna
and,
like a
and trying to sharpen his climbing boots. So it's assumed that you're not wearing them at all times, because otherwise those things
Yeah.
would just ruin themselves.
Eventually, I want to get to where I can run up trees with them.
Calm down, Sasuke.
Sasuke.
Sasuke's brother.
Yeah, basically.
I'd rather him be Sasuke.
Alright, so...
Who's middle watch?
Les will take it.
With Mike. He'll sit there, motionless, quiet, next to him.
Mikhail.
Just talking to him, he doesn't move, unblinking. Actually, what's Svenny doing? Is she gonna help us watch?
Svenny
Oh, she's
is-
still burning bodies, right?
Well, no, she's done, but
Oh
right
yeah,
now
actually, yeah.
she's resting.
She does. Oh yeah, she does do that. I don't
Sign
think
it
she
up.
needs to though. I'm still not convinced she needs to.
Yeah, you look over at her, and her head's just slightly slumped. She's got her back pressed up against one of the stone walls. She's using her satchel as kind of like a cushion.
Still smiling?
Make a perception check.
Are we awake right now?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if we're awake, because I thought he was... Yeah, we're not even awake.
I thought. Oh, right. Yeah.
No, we do the night shift. The night watch.
All right. So you can aid him, or you can take yours with disadvantage. You'll have just a straight roll.
Well, it's Mike.
Oh, Mike. Sorry. For some reason, I thought Volgar. So with advantage then.
Oh, thank God. I rolled 1 and I rolled 19. So that's a 26.
About halfway through your shift, Svenny wakes up. Just the gentle candlelight glow coming up off of her body as she just slowly raises her head up, just looks around. Doesn't really say anything, just looks around. The area is actually very quiet. There's just light insect noises. There's a chilling breeze blowing through the area. But other than that, it's quiet. It seems that the orcs have caused such a commotion in this area that nothing wants to venture near here. Alright. Last shift. Svenny's walking around.
I wake up and the first thing I do is figure out where Svenny is.
Make a perception check.
Oh my gosh, what is she, invisible?
You never know.
1.
One?
Everyone's just blowing their rolls today.
Well, alright, Squeege. Now you make your roll.
She's right there, you don't see him?
You're looking
No,
everywhere. She's
you're
standing right
like
behind you.
you're like paranoid. So
Yeah.
11.
11.
Well, you had to beat a 2, so you found her.
It's 12.
12 total.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess mine
You
was
bunch.
technically a 5.
Well, minus a d4.
Oh, then we'll just go with 1.
Yeah. You watch as Fenny is walking around up on the big boulder, inspecting the ballista.
Where's Svenny? I don't see her. It's terrifying. She's right behind me, isn't she? Oh, nothing's there. Thank God.
You're stupid.
I swear this doesn't always happen to me. So now what?
Well, if you
I
guys
don't-
wanted to continue talking.
I mean, it's night time. I don't want to talk to Svenny. Not yet. We got like 4 more nights of this, so I'll save that for later. I'll just finally figure out where she is and just look at her and just shiver.
Come, just talk to her already, you pussy. She already knows how you feel about her.
Not good.
All right. You spend the rest of the night trying to keep an eye out, but you keep trying to find, like you keep looking up on the top of the boulder, trying to make sure Svenny is still there. She spends the 2 of the 3 hours, well, a little bit more than that, inspecting the ballista up there.
Okay, fine. You've piqued my interest. What is she? I'll walk over, climb over, whatever, over. Cat sneak over if I have to. I just want to know what she's doing over there. Why is she so interested in the ballista, I guess? Is there something I should know about it? You
Are
know.
we talking to Spenny now?
Yeah, I'm going to go talk to Svenny. I'm going to do it.
All right, are you stealthing?
No, why would I
I'm
do
gonna
that?
shout at Spenny to get her attention.
To wake everyone up.
Yes!
Okay, go for it.
Spenny!
As you're like at the
Everyone
bottom
see
of this
Yeah.
like almost 40-foot boulder, just Svenny!
Yeah.
You see the long sheets of hair just creep over the edge of the boulder. You go, oh, hello.
What are you doing up there?
Oh, this thing shot me. I was just interested in it.
Oh, you're trying to get revenge?
That's it? Yeah, you want to melt it down in the fire?
Well, I haven't seen a ballista catch a bolt on fire as it fires, so that's new.
I think it was that dude with the magic. He cast something before he jumped down and joined the fray.
Actually, it was already on fire.
Oh, was it?
The very front of it had a small little gout of fire on it.
Mm.
He cast a spell on the operator.
I gotcha. Okay.
But
Well-
she's like, I'm just looking at it.
You've been up there for a couple hours now, or we're just concerned.
Well, I was trying to make, I was trying to decipher the runes, but
Can we go up there and check it out?
sure.
Well,
There's a path of roughly carved stones
Around.
corkscrewing up the side of it.
Okay.
Alright, I'm gonna start climbing up there.
All right.
Okay.
I'm gonna walk up there.
Yeah.
With my feet.
She goes,
gonna use
unfortunately,
my little
I
claws.
never got around to learning about arcane magic.
No, just learning how to bring people back from almost death.
Well, that's important.
I'll say. So you said you can't decipher the runes?
Oh, no. They're
Right.
just cockatrice scratchings to me.
Well, let me take a look at them.
Step aside.
Okay.
We'll let an arcane trickster take a look. Rolls another one.
Are you proficient in Arcana?
Nope. But we're gonna go for it.
Okay.
I just learned
Can I assist him?
I just learned I can do. Or should you be doing?
Are you proficient? No, neither of you. No one's proficient.
I just learned that I can.
I'm helping.
I just learned that I can put people to sleep 5 minutes ago. So let's, or 5 hours ago. Let's do
We're
this.
both gonna just stand there like,
Yeah, we just kind of wing it when it comes to
Yeah.
that.
All right, so I'm rolling with advantage.
I would say that because you're not proficient, I would say that this will be a straight roll.
All right, so it's 14 total.
14 total?
Yeah. We sit there like.
Svenny, did you happen to roll a 1?
We're just pointing at the different runes. That one, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that one. That one looks like a cheese sandwich.
Right.
You're right.
This guy over here kind of looks like a lopsided house.
I think that's a lobster. I'm really hungry, guy.
Take a GM inspiration for that.
Both of us.
Yeah. Both of you did it. Both of you did it. That's
Nice.
awesome.
I'll take it. It'll show up. There it goes. All right.
One of these days I'm going to use the one you gave me from like the first floor session.
I don't even remember what I got my other one for.
Oh, if you already have one, you don't get another one.
I'm probably not gonna use it.
Yeah, I'll probably forget to use it too.
I
But,
appreciate having it though.
Yes.
I think about it every time after.
It's a badge of
something's
honor as far as
happening,
I'm
like,
concerned.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm sorry, Svenny, but with our powers
So,
combined.
Yeah, looking at it, you could definitely tell that there's no gout of fire on it, but you could see where there was like an arcane fire caused score marks, but it didn't actually burn away
the runes themselves.
well, the wood
Oh,
out in
okay.
the front of this.
I gotcha.
There's just like this small wooden bit that juts out just before where the bolt will launch out.
Okay.
There's heavy runes in that area, and there's also runes all across the bow.
The draw,
Yeah.
not drawstring, but like the wooden
Yeah,
shaft.
the bow.
I guess bow. Okay.
Guessing by the fact that there was fire up at the front, those runes probably control fire.
Fire protection or some kind of spell, maybe.
Some of them are probably fire protection, and some of them are to endow fire. One of them is probably an activation rune of some kind or something.
Yeah. Okay.
But you're having a hard time figuring out which one's what.
Even with Squeege's help, really? Wow.
Well, yeah, no.
Well, yeah, no. Well, maybe no. I'm sorry, Svenny. They look like runes.
The runes on the bow themselves they're simpler. It's just to you get the general gist that is to stabilize and increase speed.
Can we take it with us? I want some money.
Okay.
How heavy is this thing? Let's go with that first.
Make an intelligence check, or you can try a strength check to lift it to try and...
How about the ballista bolts?
Can I help?
I don't think either of us are into strength. I think mine's actually at -1, so I'll pass on that
Mine's
one.
+0.
Oh,
I'm stronger
good.
than you.
Like half my size. Okay, never mind. Can I just look at it? And it's mostly wood, right?
Wood, bands of metal.
I'm just going to go with it's probably too heavy.
A really thick metal cord.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
For the string.
About how many bolts are left?
Looking at it, there are a total of 15 bolts left. They are about your size.
Oh, those are way bigger than I pictured.
They're
like twice your size.
Yeah. So these
least.
things are just about 6 feet long.
Jeez.
Diameter-wise, they're about 4
good
4 inches in
hefty.
diameter.
Like a chain link fence pole, what I'm picturing, kind But longer.
So yeah, it'd be like this big.
Oh,
Like,
okay. A little bit
like-
bigger and a lot longer.
Yeah, about 4 inches in diameter.
I'm gonna grab one and drag it down the stairs. I want money.
Clank, clank.
Yeah. The tips seem to have been tempered in fire to harden the wood.
Oh, they're just wooden tipped?
Yes, the whole ballista
Man, this isn't
bolt
gonna
is-
sell for anything. Never mind. I've lost interest.
Sounds like a fun game of lawn darts then.
Yeah. Oh God. All right.
Yeah,
Well,
that Cabers. Just
I'm going. Yeah. I'm going to assume that I probably wouldn't be able to take one with me, even if I wanted to. So.
You picked one up. Only weighs like 30 pounds.
Well, one bolt's not going to be worth much, I'm sure. Well, I'll leave it.
No, about that size is probably like 15, 20 pounds.
Yeah, never mind. It's not worth it. You think you can carry one? Your strength's better than mine, apparently.
Yeah.
Why don't you pull your own weight?
Well, if you can carry it, I can.
No, hardwood would be 30 pounds.
Okay.
About 30 pounds.
It's fine. We've gone on long enough. Let's let the morning come.
All right. Svenny goes, okay, I will keep looking at this mystery a bit longer.
Okay, you guys are useless.
Okay, you did a lot of good work.
You guys go back and you start. It's getting really chilly with the mist coming off of the ocean, even though it's miles away. But the breeze keeps bringing the delta winds across.
I mean, I should be fine. I got a nice thick coat of fur, and I'm assuming Squeege is cold-blooded. So,
cold-blooded killer.
all right.
But just before the sun rises too brightly, you watch as because you're still distracted by Svenny. You keep like, is she still up there? You watch as the sun begins to rise, and just before it gets too bright, you watch as she just calmly just walks off the edge.
Oh my God!
And just floats gently down to the.
God, she's such a friggin' show off. She's always rubbing that levitation crap in my face. I swear.
Maybe you're just jealous.
All right, day breaks. You guys, what are you guys up to?
Make breakfast.
Making breakfast.
Making
All right,
breakfast.
go ahead and go for it.
20 flat.
Oh,
20 flat. Experimenting with a bit of fungus that you found nearby. You'd already like.
Was it black?
It was not. It
Thank
was
God.
not. It was red and white spot. No, I'm kidding. No.
oh, even better.
I suddenly feel like I could grow really big, you guys. Turns
I'd
out it's
rather
like
be
dying
green
and
and white.
I know,
You
right?
made the
At that
most.
point. Why not? If there's a green white mushroom, the barbarian can have it.
Right.
You made the most amazing breakfast.
Yeah,
burrito.
you're totally good. You're no longer like -1 or anything.
Sweet.
And so finally recovered from the dead.
Nice. I want to go play with the ballista.
Okay. So
Before he goes, if I notice he's going to the ballista, there's 8 spears over there. Have fun.
yeah, yes, there are crude looking spears. They count as normal spears, but they're made the arrowheads on them or the blade heads on them are made out of masonry, and the balance on the back is animal and human skulls.
Nice.
Well, actually, the human skulls had been taken off and been added to the funeral pyre the previous
Oh,
night.
so now they're unbalanced.
Yeah.
Great.
Okay, I'll take a few of them with me.
Okay, so
Figure you have fun.
on your person, you could probably carry
All
because
of them?
they're
2 under each arm? That's what I'm picturing. 2 under each arm.
So they're full spears. So without encumbering yourself, I'd say you could carry 3 plus 1 other weapon. So you have to ditch your javelins to carry all 3, or
I'll just take 2 with me for now.
okay. It's a little janky, but because you can only really without encumbering yourself carry 3 weapons or so, unless of course you have a quiver of aloha or something. I can't remember.
So,
Not yet.
what's around the area? Like, is there like wall? Like, where?
Okay,
where?
so if Chris, you could show him a picture of what it was, because I haven't set it back up. There were several buildings that were burnt out and just rubble, like crumpled walls and everything, and they were kind of sort of to the south of this giant, like 40-foot tall boulder, or 30-foot tall. It was a big boulder.
I'm gonna find one of the burnt out houses that's still kind of standing, and I'm gonna try to hit it with the ballista.
Okay, so
Okay. Actually, I want to hit that big ass tree. Where's the
those trees are now
Was
gone.
up there?
You
The
guys
trees-
cut,
the trees are
you
gone.
cut down those trees last night.
All right.
Don't you remember?
Well, first I just wanted to play with the ballista, see how far I can make it shoot.
Okay, make an intelligence check to figure out how to.
It's okay, he's
to
pretty
operate
smart for a
this thing.
barbarian.
That is a... Why did that close? Intelligence. Why can I find... That would be a 20 flat.
20 flat.
Yeah.
You go up there and you're like, okay. You go to the back. There's a crank on it, and there's a metal cable coming off this crank with a hook. And you're like, okay, well, there's a big like rusting metal cable draped across it. So you walk over and you hook it onto the big cable, and then you just start cranking as the whole thing just sets back. You press down on this wooden paddle that's also back there, and it lifts up the catch. And you're like, oh, well, that's easy. And then you're like getting kind of excited. So now you're like, okay, this thing was on fire. How do I get it to do fire? And so you go to the front and you just start like excitedly like examining the front, and you're like, mages are stupid, and you just go eeny, meeny, miny, mo, and you press this one rune, and it goes just this huge gout of fire up the front, and then it just trickles down to a more manageable fire. The fire licks up the front, roughly 1.5 feet in front, just gouting out like 6 inches forward and then 1.5 feet up. And you're like, oh, that's cool. And then you're like, yes! And you just go to the back and you pick up one of these, easy enough with your strength, and you just set it down, the bolt onto the rest. And then you just angle the whole thing down by the handles, and you're just going for distance?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're gonna start a fire.
We're gonna find a dead cooked deer.
And you go back and you press the paddle, just... And then, just as it reaches the front of the bow, the gout of fire explodes around the bolt, catching it on fire as it launches off into the just now rising sun like sky. And you're like, big perception check.
I went pretty far.
9 plus...
I regret nothing.
That'd be 14.
14? Man, you guys, that went somewhere around like 400 feet? You're not sure if you could hit anything with any accuracy at all at that range, but it went about 400 feet.
How big is this? How big is this ballista?
The ballista itself is about 12 feet from the front to the back, and then roughly 7 feet from tip to tip of the bow.
I want to keep it.
I still don't think
I like this thing.
I don't think we can keep it though.
Well, we can dismantle it if need be.
I don't want to take it apart because we gotta put it back together.
You think the barbarians want to
You hear down from the bottom like, oh, you got it working.
Yeah, this thing's fun.
Come on.
Kill all sorts of things with this.
Come on, Volgar. We can't take it with
She just turns
us.
her head slowly at you, goes,
At me.
oh, he got it working.
Yeah, cosmic.
Shut
Got
up,
it
Squeege.
working.
You were there too.
Shut up.
Don't worry, I didn't get it working either.
Do we still have our carriage or wagon?
No, it's not with us right now. Is
Yeah,
it
it's
back?
at your previous camp.
That's why, like I said, we're not gonna be able to take it. That's why I quit trying because we're not gonna take it with us.
Yeah, the carriage is basically maxed out on weight.
Exactly. So even if we took it down, we can't take it with. So it's fine. We can always
Oh.
come back. No one's gonna come and take it.
This thing's fun.
Well, you know what, Volgar? Life's not fair sometimes.
Yeah. If you want, you figure out the time. If you hurry and after you get down the steps, you could basically load it in about 6 seconds to fire again. So you can fire this thing about once every other round.
Yeah. Well, like I said, we'll leave it here for now. Worst case scenario.
And it deals 2d10 piercing and then 2d10 fire.
If it's on fire.
Right,
Why
if it's
wouldn't
on
it be?
fire.
But why wouldn't it be?
Yeah,
exactly.
of course, it's gonna be on fire.
All right, so we have to go back to our previous camp where our carriage is, and then start making our way back to
Right, but
okay.
your carriage is basically near the road anyway.
Yeah, no, yeah. So, all right, well then, I guess.
So I forgot to tell you the benefits of the meal.
Oh.
It was a 20 flat, right?
Mhm.
You guys gain. It was garbage. There you go. 3 temporary HP, and you've made progress towards the Gormon feat.
Okay.
Or by modified version of the Gormon
Do
feat.
10 HP. Oh.
All right, as you guys gather everything up, you gather Elias, who's still kind of in a confused and dazed state, still in shock, and looks to be that way probably for the foreseeable future. I think this is a good time for us to take a break.
Hi, this is Chris from Cats and Crowbars. I hope you have a cat-tastic day while listening to this podcast.
All right, we're back. So, you guys you've packed up and are getting ready to head back to your carriage and then move back and continue on your journey.
Yeah.
All right. Let's ride.
All right, you
Right
guys,
is on.
I'll sit inside the carriage.
all right, you guys, easily enough, it only takes you about like an hour or so to pick your way back. Looking around, your horses are still, well, your horse is still there and appears to be doing just fine.
Oh, good.
Does
Did we get 2 horses?
No, I thought we had one, but we could get more. I don't know. How many horses do we have?
We have 2.
Oh, you do have 2? Okay, never mind.
Yeah. Clyde and Dale, remember?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Well, when I get into the battle wagon, I am going to use the magic conch and send a message to my mistress and ask if there's any holdings we have in Eris, or if there's anything she wants me to do over there.
Okay, there's a very finite.
Heading to Eris, anything you want done.
Heading to the store, anything you need.
Do we need eggs? Do we have milk?
Let's see. Sorry, you caught me off guard on this one.
I know. I just like, wait a minute.
Just sent heading
She
to
might like.
Eris.
She might like that we're going there to get something going on over there, or if she already had something going there. If there's anything we can discuss with.
I would just say heading to Eris, and if she wants something, she'll say something, right?
Slightly puzzled, she responds with,
Who dis?
Yeah, who did?
New conch, who dis?
Please don't make me laugh. That actually hurts.
It says, she says, if you see the paper tower, keep an eye on it, report anything strange. That's all she has time to get out.
Alright, I'm writing this in the party loop just so I don't lose it.
The paper tower.
Alright.
See paper tower, report anything strange. It's very basic.
Mhm.
Very basic for me. Just for notes.
Yeah, I was trying to say, like, how many words do I need?
25. And it has to be all 25. But
yeah, totally. And then swearing.
yeah.
If you see paper tower, keep an eye on it. Ass.
I was just like, wait a minute, I have this conch. I haven't reported anything.
What is
This
the...
is Eris that she might actually want something done over there.
What are the capabilities of the conch again?
It's
It's sending once a day, and
then message.
Message at will.
which I already have message I'm just using for sending.
Yeah.
And when I do eventually pick up sending, because I'm planning on it, if anyone wants it, they can have it. They can have the conch phone.
I think you guys were calling it the shell phone.
The shell phone, there we go.
Shell phone.
I really wanted to call it the magic conch, but I think that's copyrighted.
Shell phone works.
Offie would like to sit off the back of the wagon as usual.
Uh-huh.
Maybe to ride in moderate style inside where it's dark.
Plus, it is in the front as usual.
Darker.
I'm jumping around the outside trying to find rabbits.
Oh my gosh. With your feet or with your eyes?
Alright, go ahead and make a survival check.
That is a... That is a 10.
Looking around, you managed to find like maybe one or two like prairie dogs.
A good snack.
Not if you land on
You
it.
don't know the difference.
Yeah.
So-
Guys, I found these rabbits! It's just a rabid wolf. It's a weird looking rabbit, but it's a rabbit.
It turns out it's two halflings in a trench coat.
Oh, okay, guys, we're dead.
The pretty dog. I try to stick my hand down their hole.
You do find some water on the way too.
I can't eat this.
Whoever is on the outside, they can make a perception check. There's no need to make an animal handling check because you guys are on a road. And
Alright, then I'll do the perception check since there's no animal handling, because that's...
Offie was gonna check one off the back as well.
Perception plus stupid. Got it.
Svenny is sitting on the rooftop, just kind of like gazing around.
Awesome.
8 minus
Guys,
6.
8 minus.
I
rolled that
got
one.
Morgana, what?
Wait. Oh, sorry. I got a
Can you just type it to me?
Say that word? Or okay, yeah, just type it.
So you got a really bad score, so
I got a fly buzzing around my face.
yeah, it's really distracting. There's after all that excitement, you kind of get lulled into a sense of boredom because there's no apparent danger anywhere. Offlia got a 12 off of the back. For the next day, there's nothing much to see. It's just rolling hills and a couple of craggy rocks, and this well-worn wagon trail that appears to be somewhat maintained.
And also after, lulled into a false sense of security, Offie's going to start working on what we've been discussing.
Okay, roll an Arcana check.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
It's
Oh, me and Screech are real good at those.
yeah. We'll say that you'll have to do this while you're camping because being on the back of the wagon, it's too jostly to work on this.
Yep. Alright. That was cocked. Okay. Arcana's +3, so that is 15.
15. The first night is spent just thinking about it and then trying to come up with the appropriate arcane formulae as you begin jotting it down on paper. You're trying to work out the verbal components as well as hand gestures, and you're not yet on material components yet. But
Yeah, okay.
well, no, sorry, that's backwards. You're working on material components and you're thinking ahead to the verbal and gesture components.
Okay.
All right. We're just to skip on to the next day as your guys, unless of course you guys wish to talk to each other.
How long does it take to attune these items?
It's just 1 hour. You're already attuned if you want it.
Nice.
I just want to keep cooking.
Okay. Go ahead and make a wisdom check.
Just
Make a cook check. Medicine.
Let's go. Natural 20, so a 27.
Natural 20 with a 27. With the prairie dog meat that is freshly this morning, pulling out a bit of tallow from it. You mix it in with a bit of the elk meat and some of the leftover spices or herbs that Abram had left behind. You combine that up and you taste it, and it tastes really well. Like, it tastes really good, and you're like, wow, this is really great. Your skin starts to itch.
Oh.
Make a medicine check.
Turns out you're allergic to prairie dog. Who knew?
Oh no.
Medicine check. Can I inspire myself before I roll?
You can't inspire yourself as a bard.
Oh, okay.
There's a specific college, the College of Lore. They can inspire.
I'll be... Oh, never mind.
15.
That should be good enough, right? It's just prairie dog.
15? Okay. Looking at it, you're touching it. Your skin doesn't feel right. It's somewhat cold, and your hand comes away like dusty ash, and it doesn't have your skin color anymore. It's kind of like stony gray.
Turn into a
Ooh.
You're suffering from the effects of stone skin,
Oh my god.
but you're fully articulate and moving. But when you clap your hands, it's like you've just touched chalk, and it's like.
Sounds like you're banging two rocks together.
It still sounds kind of like flesh, but you still see bits of chalk coming off.
Okay.
Oh, this is cool.
Ophelia looks immensely concerned.
I'm just more fascinated. Well, that's a first.
What happened?
Is this going to be normal?
I don't want any of whatever he ate.
So yeah, the spell turns the flesh of a willing creature you touch hard as stone. Until the spell ends, you have resistance to non-magical bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage.
How long does it
You
last?
have no idea how you did this.
I'm writing down the recipe, though, while doing this, because this is fascinating.
Make an intelligence check to try and remember. You were just kind of
Throwing
just
stuff.
You were just
Can
throwing
Offie
stuff
help?
together.
Can
what?
Offie help him?
Well, you were busy with your material components,
Oh, okay.
so unfortunately, you're unable to aid or give inspiration.
Oh. 20 flat?
20 flat? Okay, you're like, okay,
You're not retired.
There's
animal tallow.
Prairie
You just write down animal tallow ? You're more, you know it's tallow, but you're not sure if it's any animal or groundhog, that kind of thing. Then you're scrolling down. What herbs did I have? Unfortunately, Abram's not around to tell you what he had left behind.
It was the green one.
Right? Yeah, it was the green and brown one. Damn it. And then you're okay, so tallow, meat, and then some kind of questionable herb.
Some kind of.
I suppose animal tallow, weird herbs, and meat.
I
Yeah.
think he's tripping right now.
And
I think we're all tripping,
that created stone skin soup. So for you guys who don't know, tallow is kind of like a really
animal
like,
fat,
good
right?
Fat, yeah. It's more like refined
Okay.
than just like.
It's not like it's not like just pulling the fat off a slab of chicken.
Look at the barbarian. Get more.
Okay.
Can do, boss. All right,
So I want some soup.
I'm good.
Well, you're pretty hungry, unless of course you want to dive into rations.
Do I have
I am
to
like,
get?
if I'm watching this, I'm grossly entertained.
I know.
Like,
He's gonna want.
He looks unhealthy, but he's got like this big smile on his face.
It's good. Don't worry.
I don't want us all to roll into town looking like a
wait a
bunch of friggin' golems.
Svenny is already just.
Svenny, what are you doing?
and you don't really notice any change to her
She just
form,
coughs out some chalk.
except for when she like brushes off her skirt, like just dust is coming off of it, and she just keeps doing it, but it's not making any difference.
She's just entertained.
Yeah.
I imagine Ophelia, since she couldn't inspire or help or anything, was just so engrossed in her work, like somebody just slides her the soup and she doesn't know.
Yeah.
She just looks up and everybody's
No,
stone-skinned.
I want to take some of it and I want to preserve it in a jar. And I use prestidigitation to keep it cool.
Okay, go ahead and make a wisdom check. Well, this will be survival if you're trained, or just a wisdom check flat.
Well, I'm bard, so
So.
14.
He adds part of his proficiency.
Oh
bonus.
yeah, that's right to everything.
If I'm not proficient in it, I get half my proficiency.
Yeah,
bonus
that's
every
right.
And he basically gets to do it anyways.
Yeah.
He gets to count it, like when I say you have to be proficient in it, he gets to do it because he's got jack of all trades.
14.
14. You think, using a questionable jar that you've come across because you don't have any
Jar
jars on
sealing.
hand. Yeah. Well, the jar sealing is in your possession,
I'm not opening that one up.
but
Well,
well, anyways, to open it would break it.
Oh yeah.
But you guys didn't buy any like clay pots or.
Can I use a flask?
I mean, for a really small portion.
I just want a small portion just used for testing, so I can get to either a chef or some kind of mage that will have more knowledge about it.
Okay. You only have one flask.
No, I bought like 12 oil flasks, and I can clean one out completely, and I have used
Perfect. Okay, so you use the decanter of endless water to wash it out.
And doesn't prestidigitation also do it?
I was just going to use prestidigitation.
Yeah, prestidigitation also can be used to just magically clean it out. You ladle some in there, and you've got basically one meal worth. So
Be very careful.
right. So if you're doing just like the cooks just sample a small bit to try and figure out ingredients or whatever, you would have to take somebody who is proficient in the gourmand feat.
Oh, I'm going to go to like the merchant family that I'm part of. They probably have some cooks and their employees are really well known, like kind of like a Gordon Camsey or whatever the hell the name is, and have him be able to tell me what it's in there.
I hear he's really nice
Still
in
calls people
real
donkeys.
life, but is just really angry in front of a crowd.
No, he's hangry.
Yeah, he's angry.
So I'm gonna take one of my javelins after I eat the stuff and test to see how hard I have to hit myself before it hurts.
Okay, you also have those spears too.
Oh yeah, I do have those.
You have 2 spears, your javelin, and then your battle axe, I believe. It's really janky to walk, but it's not quite encumbering you yet.
Yeah.
You figure out it's like, wow, this is like when I rage, and then you rage, and then you're like, you're playing that like you put your hand on the table and then like do the knife.
But you're just hitting your finger each time.
Yeah, you're not even trying to miss your fingers. You're like
Hit all of them.
ting, 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 ting.
Little bits of stone chipping off.
Just not with his axe.
Svenny is entertained and going, oh, wow, this will reflect on the evaluation.
Dude, we're all stoned.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to eat this still.
Get stoned with us.
When did you even eat? Gosh darn it!
Squeege is over there
Squeege
just like
food.
Hey, look, me cooking stuff is actually pretty entertaining.
All right, I'll drink it. You can't beat them.
It feels as if you're like in an electrical storm because like that feeling with your hair just gets like all up on end.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like that perpetually because your hair is now rock.
I'm
like it still like bends and moves, but it's like in that
like
like
a small
hair
little.
like, oh.
It's like freshly gelled hair.
If only I did this in the morning. Oh well.
Well, we'll count this as being the effect for the day for the next day because
Okay.
we're doing expedited because this is like travel time.
I'm gonna say this would be hilarious if we're getting into a fight and some guy tries
Just a
to hit
bunch
us
of
like, "Are you
rock
all
monsters."
barbarians?" Yes.
We don't know. All right, so are we doing watches or are we skipping watches
No, you guys.
for expedited purpose? Ow.
You guys do watches. You guys take turns, but there's no need to roll.
Okay.
Next day comes day of travel. Give me perception checks.
I'm still inside the carriage, so
19.
So long as you guys are following the road. Are you guys gonna go off road? or-
I'm gonna follow the road. Do you need perception checks from me inside or just the people
No,
on
if
the
you're
outside?
inside, you're kind of not.
On the front with the horses.
I can perceive the inside. Or are you outside in the sun?
Why does this keep?
Oh, hell yeah, finally.
Well, Squeege, you're inside.
Oh yeah.
What did you get off, Leah?
I got a
Emma.
natural 20.
Natural 20.
Your skin can't hurt if it's made of stone, right?
What did you get, Leslie?
19.
25.
What did Svenny get? Or is she not helping us? No, actually, never mind. She can't help us. I want that score multiplier. I forgot.
Excuse me.
Got it.
Svenny definitely seems to look at things occasionally and then, go back to apparently daydreaming. Les, off in the distance, you see, as far as you can see, there's a little pinprick of black against, but it lines up with the trail. It's really far in the distance, unable to tell what it is. Off Leah, around the same time, off in the distance to your left, so that would be north, you see a grouping of stacks of stones about a mile away. You couldn't tell what they were at first, but concentrating and just focusing, you could see that it looks like, judging like by a mile away, stacks of stones, about 5 of them that you can see. They stand about 10 feet tall-ish. And they're off trail. But they are arranged in some kind of manner that you can't understand unless, of course, you got closer.
Afi will send a message to Lesnalor, just going, I see some weird stones to the north. I'm not sure if that means, another one, somebody is watching us, or what? Sending message until it gets all the way through.
Right,
Like
you
6 seconds.
can basically talk freely for 6 seconds.
Addie
But-
baby eats a boy.
But it's a cantrip, so she could just keep casting it.
Yeah, so you guys are basically just freely going. You don't have to say whatever. Also, you could just yell. You guys aren't that far apart.
Yeah, but if we're not being watched, I want to keep it
Message.
quiet.
You think that a lady is going to yell?
Yes.
A lady of Offlia's demeanor?
Okay.
I
Nice.
think she'd try,
No.
and then not. Her yell is like half a decibel louder than her normal talk.
Either that or it has to be like the most gruff sounding thing ever. Hey!
Yeah, like that. I like it.
So she sends those to Les. Plus, it doesn't alert Bulgar to weird things in the distance. So
I don't like that strategy.
I like it.
I stay quiet about that.
Why
You're-
does your leg shake?
I didn't realize
That's
that.
okay.
Big.
Bulgar, actually, you're
Why do
outside
you
jumping
shake?
around, aren't you?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, you can either do perception
Lightning
or
shake punch.
survival.
Oh, I already rolled perception of 17.
Oh, 17? Okay. You also see something to the north and also something to the west in which you're traveling, but you can't make out what it could be. There's definitely something on the trail ahead of you guys, and there's definitely something roughly perpendicular to you to the north.
Okay, I'm probably too engrossed with trying to kill small objects.
You're not having much luck.
So I think I'm going to switch my strategies. Because, the stomping, it's been hit or miss. I want to practice jumping and throwing my javelins.
Okay. Make a dex check.
That would be that one.
17 plus. Who needs the fly spell? You've got the boots of
That's
whatever
but
jumping.
it's still 3. So 20, flat 20.
20 flat. You manage to, after a couple of misses, you do manage to hit a wild dog.
Dog good.
You killed him.
Wow.
Food's food.
It's a
Well, we are
wild
cats.
dog, though, so I mean.
We could have domesticated it and had a guard dog.
We've got a guard pudding. What more do we need?
That's a one-off that will try to kill us afterwards, too.
I really want that pudding.
And besides,
To steal it from him.
he hates puddings.
It's true. They are pretty disgusting. Something that doesn't bleed doesn't deserve to live.
And destroys your weapons.
That too. That was sad too.
And your hair.
And my hair, yeah.
Oh, that was
the really
the final
important thing.
straw right
Yeah,
there.
your hair's still patched.
It's okay. It'll grow back better.
Be fresher,
muscles.
more luscious.
What do you guys do?
Well, is the person in our way? It sounds like the person up front is in our way, right?
There's no one in our way. We're just trotting along.
Oh, I thought he said there's someone like way up
You
front.
notice there's something on the trail.
Yeah,
in
in our-
a
in our-
far distance.
Is it in our way, though?
We can't tell. It's in a far distance.
So
Okay. Well, then we
basically,
keep going straight.
you guys are slowly traveling. You guys kind of slow down slightly because there's something to your north and something to the front.
Well, we got a job, and it's want to keep doing it and just keep trotting along.
Yeah. I'll just keep
Okay,
moving
so
forward.
you guys just keep going on the trail. As you, over the next 30 minutes, it approaches closer. It appears to be a small caravan.
Oh, that's good. Okay.
So this trail is somewhat narrow. There might be enough if this were a wagon, but this is a carriage. So
But this is a battle wagon.
yeah, this is a battle wagon. Yeah.
I'll jump ahead and see what they're friendly.
Okay, so aggressively leaping through the air.
That sounds like a great idea.
Miss
Yeah.
with patchwork blonde hair.
Absolutely.
Shirtless.
Unbathed and
Shirtless, covered in,
carrying a lot of weapons.
probably covered in some
Oh,
blood.
Okay.
Before he
To
leaves,
be fair,
prestidigitation.
Aki probably cast prestidigitation on him a couple times when he wasn't
Do you
watching.
allow that? No. Oh, I mean.
He's not looking.
She keeps doing it when I'm not around or when I'm not paying attention. I don't like it.
But you look so much better. You smell like roses.
So,
Yeah.
so you leap ahead?
Yeah.
All right, make an athletics check.
Just 1, 2. That would be 32.
What?
Was that a natural 20?
No. I think I'll make sure, but I'm pretty sure my athletics is 15. Oh no, I lied.
Yeah.
30.
Okay.
My athletics is only 13.
Okay, what?
Jeez.
How did you roll a
What did you
30?
roll?
17.
Plus, so your athletics is plus 12? Or plus 13? Jesus.
Outlander bullshit?
That's intense.
Huh?
Outlander bullshit?
Barbarian, probably.
Yeah, because it's strength. Athletics is strength, right?
Yeah, that's my only one that's really outrageous.
Yeah, plus 13, that is, yeah, because you have a 20 in strength.
Yeah.
Pretty
Yep, that'll
ridiculous.
do it.
Yeah. Level 5.
Oh,
Alright, so, leaping ahead.
Doing some flips while you're at it.
Go ahead and make a perception check. A new one as you approach this. You
Terrified caravan.
So it's 10 for perception.
10. There's people walking along the side of it, roughly 8 of them. They seem to be heavily armed, and there are 5 wagons in this little caravan. And there's beginning of shouting and pointing and leveling of bows in your direction. You're about like 200 feet away as you're leaping through the sky. What do you do?
Just yell, hi!
Yeah, sounds like Volgar.
Make a persuasion check with disadvantage, because this is extremely odd and you're intimidating looking.
You said
Persuasion.
persuasion,
That's what charisma.
so that would be 19.
19?
Yep.
Alright, well, you're not brandishing any weapons, luckily, so they're just training on you. Their bows are bouncing up and down because you're bouncing up and down as you leap like 20 feet up in the air each time and come back down. How far away do you stop?
Oh, I'll stop let's say 50 yards. Or 50 feet. We'll do 50.
Okay, I was
50
going to say
feet.
50 yards pretty
Yeah.
far away.
50 feet.
You're like still you still kind of having to yell at 50 feet, but...
I'll walk from that point.
Okay. Quickly, of the 8 guards, 4 of them rush up, each of them holding longbows. And
Am I still stony?
Yeah, I think so. Right?
No, unfortunately, it would have worn off by now. It took a couple of hours, which is longer than the stone skin spell, but...
Okay.
So it works better than the spell. Got it.
So,
Well, there's also a fail chance on that, unlike the spell.
Yeah.
so they come out with bows.
Yeah, they've
So-
got longbows, and you see 4 people with longbows, and then slowly behind them, a 5th figure begins walking up, with which happens to be carrying a long sword and a shield.
Okay.
This person, at this distance, looks big, like elfish. You can see like long ears. They kind of have a red-brown armor, and from this distance you can faintly hear as they walk, there seems to be the sound of like wooden chimes, just clang, 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 just like wood smacking on wood, but making like a tone.
Okay. So, I get excited, I see everybody wanting to fight. I'm like, oh.
No.
I'm like, I didn't come to fight, but are we going to do this?
Here, in common, halt! State your business.
Going down the road, and I saw you guys. I wanted to come say hi.
So
So you get any beer?
I misspoke. The one in the center one, it doesn't have a shield. He's got two long swords.
Okay.
Ooh.
Trick off. So yeah. So
The ones with the bows and arrows kind of stop roughly 30 feet away, as the one carrying just casually and loosely at his side 2 long swords just staring at him. Like they're long like long swords, but they're more thin like rapiers. Not quite rapiers. You've seen weapons, like you've dealt with a lot of weapons. These would be like long sabers.
So, like, I didn't come to fight, but I mean, if you want to go, we can go. I'm okay with that. I have been entertained in quite a few days. My guys are boring back there. They try to keep me from fighting. I don't like it.
Say they try and keep you from fighting. Can we talk to them?
But I'm here.
I'm talking to you. You got me.
Right, but you are admittedly violent and quick to action.
Am I the one holding weapons?
There appears to be a bunch on your back, and you've been leaping through the sky like a maniac.
Well, I am a
You hold a
maniac.
little fun against a guy?
I'll have you know, I am a maniac.
I
I'm
mean-
crazy.
That's just good entertainment. Gotta keep yourself.
You don't have a lot of experience with elves, but the small amount that you do, they don't seem like people tell you that they're jolly and joyful sometimes and like sing songs or whatever. But all the ones that you've met are dicks.
This one included.
This one seems
This
to
one
be
is
falling
special.
into the dick category.
All right, so I guess we're gonna have to do this, aren't we?
Not if we
Oh,
wait
why
for your
not?
friends, which he's now beginning to look over and like see.
I don't understand your arguments. You're saying if I wait for my friends, I don't get to have fun. I don't understand. So. Yeah.
He's a little
How
slow.
far are we behind right now?
He leapt quickly ahead. He's now like
Send a
200 feet
message.
beyond you.
Can't.
Use anything.
Can't. Well,
you
actually,
guys didn't stop him from
well,
like leaping like
I
crazy.
do have
so-
sending that I can do for this day.
Yeah, you do have another sending, I guess.
But I'm not, because I don't know what the hell's going on.
Oh, he's standing there talking to people, and they've got weapons trained on him. You should
You're
probably...
making it seem like that's something new.
Yeah, well, we should still be somewhat concerned, right?
He's a barbarian.
He's not stoned anymore.
He's a barbarian.
There's like 7 of them.
And I
imagine.
do I see it?
How far away are we?
200 feet is you're slowly closing.
Okay. Oh, let's get closer, I guess.
Alright, pick up the pace just a little bit.
Okay.
The keyword is little.
We
Just
should be
enough to
able to
get there a
see how
little
many
bit
there
faster,
are.
but nothing to freak them
I mean,
out.
200 feet's not even a football field.
No, it's not.
So we should at least see the number
You can
of...
you can
Not
see
even
that
one
like
American unit.
with the amount of like the profile of the vehicles, you can only see like 3 vehicles, but you can tell there's probably more beyond that. Excuse me, sorry.
Alright, well, we'll just have to get up to there before...
You do see 4 people flanking out to the sides. They're roughly like 20 feet apart from each other, fanning out. One figure with 2 swords and what appears to be some kind of like reddish-brown armor. You can faintly hear the sound of like wooden chimes every time he shifts and moves. So what are you doing?
And I'm
He's
guessing
about
the
to
carriage
do
is
something
moving
stupid.
Faster than
If we can't get there soon enough, then...
Well, you got to
stupid
tell me
is-
what you're doing, because
We're trying to get...
Just kind of like,
I'm inside the carriage. I don't know. Whatever. You guys figure
How
out
fast
if
is
you're
the
going to die
carriage
or not.
moving? Would Offie be able to run faster than the carriage right now?
yeah, the carriage is just going at a steady, slightly encumbered pace, but not really. You're not trying to push the horses.
Yeah, I guess Offie does Lesnalor let Offie know from the front that anything's going on?
I like to think he would have said something by now.
Just like, well, pointing weapons to the barbarian, nothing new.
Gosh darn it!
Weapons?
She would jump off and try to run ahead to where she can send close enough to send a message.
I'm just going to poke my head out the carriage.
Stop! We are not letting you die again.
Again.
Gosh darn Mormon.
Oh, not letting him die. I think what you meant to say is not killing you again. Let's clarify real quick.
I'm not saying, no.
We're not letting you die again.
If you die again, you're on your own.
If you die again, you die in real life.
Okay, I got my new favorite party member here.
Oh my God.
Svetty.
Svenny's not there, is she?
She's sitting on top of the carriage, just
She's
kind of like musing to
shaking her
herself.
head. Oh, let me get the spell stuff together.
Offie would start trying to
shit,
make her
here we
way
go again.
forward when she's in range. Start sending messages to Volgar to stand down.
Stop it! Stop it! Stop it!
All right, so
Yeah, 15 ass.
So you, people begin disembarking. Who's disembarking? I know it's Ophlia. And...
I mean,
after I get the horses to stop, once we get to a close enough space, I'm gonna.
Okay. So
yeah, once the carriage
is it
stops,
close
then I'd
enough
probably get
space?
out too.
When we get within 50 feet, just not for me to get within range to talk.
Okay, so 50 feet would be roughly where he's standing.
Perfect.
Yeah, it's like right next to him. It's like, hey,
Yeah, we'll stop. We're not going to keep going. We're going to stop at him. Those are the lines in the sand. It's him and them. Those are the lines. We're not crossing either.
Okay, well, it's
Okay,
going to
20
take
feet
them.
from him.
It's going to take them roughly 30 seconds to get there. What are you doing?
Having a conversation.
Yeah, he's not backing down, and he's like, "Are you going to attack us, or are you going to stand aside?"
Well, I'm definitely not standing aside, but I'm like,
You seem intense, sir.
You seem intense.
No, intent.
Oh.
No, they're
okay. If you insist, we can do this. I grab my great axe.
No.
Okay. All of them, like they were just holding their bows. Arrows come out and point.
Can I crown of madness?
You don't get to attack them.
The carriage. Ophlia is already running towards you. Ophlia, by this point, is probably about 100 feet away. The carriage is about 100.
She can send a message at 120.
Now.
She can send a message at 120.
Sorry, what did you say?
120 feet. She can scream at him in his head to stop.
Yes. Yes.
So.
My horny companions wanted me to stop, but I don't think that's a great idea.
Did you say your horny companion?
Well, yeah,
I don't know what you're saying, but I would listen to them.
Am I within 120 feet of them?
No,
Being
you're
on the
not.
carriage?
You're on the carriage, so you're about 150 feet.
Alright, send a message to Ophlia. Threaten that I'll cast Shatter on them.
Well, he's not made of stone anymore.
You don't know what that
We're
is.
not threatening people.
No, the barbarian.
Oh.
You know what happened last time? You made me do it again. I killed you once.
I'll tell you what, ears.
He'll fight you, Volgar.
I'll wait for my companions.
Whoa!
But I'm not moving out of this road.
Was that a
Until you
racial slur?
apologize.
You can't call them ears.
Seems sensible.
Seems
As he's just standing there with his two blades, just out to the side, almost akimbo style. No, he's not T-posing. It's off to the side, but still out and ready.
It's a light T-pose.
No, it's a B pose.
Yeah, A pose.
Yeah.
And it's,
Ophlia reaches you first because I don't think she would break stride.
no.
Right, I'll
she
pick up
would
the pace
also,
just a little bit,
step
though,
about
too.
5 to 10 feet in front of Volgar, happy, hands out, smiling, friendly. Hi, we are not.
It's baring its teeth.
Oh my god! What is that thing?
A demon smiling at you?
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah. Okay. So
I don't know if I would have run out in front of him.
go. What did you
Her
say?
hands are up, she's showing no weapons, no magic, no nothing. She's getting in between them to break it up almost.
Okay, but what did you say?
Hi, we're not here to fight. Sorry.
I'll be on our way now.
Okay.
She's in front of him.
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead and make a persuasion check.
Oh no.
I am okay at persuasion.
I'm okay at first. Well, better than bad, I guess. You forgot to not speak in
Plus
demon
8,
and
so that's 17.
Epistle.
17.
abysmal.
Yeah.
Abysmal. All right. 17. He doesn't his stance doesn't change. His eyes narrow for a second, but then they kind of soften slightly.
Come on, Horns. These guys being a jerk. Let me at least punch him in the face once.
No,
Just once.
Stop.
Just
I'm-
once.
We don't need to fight anymore. Hi, my name is Ophlia. May I ask your name?
Fight anymore, I didn't get to fight.
Yeah. This is bull.
I'm Beerleal of Beerleal.
Did he say his own name?
I can't even say my own name.
The time it would take me to explain my name in your tongue, 5 days would pass.
Yeah,
Alright.
Elvish names are messed up.
Alright, beer owl. Got it.
It's, yeah, beer...
We'll call
owl-
beers.
yeah, beer lie, there we go.
Beer lie.
Beer lie. Beer lie.
Swirl guy.
Chime guard.
Shine bright.
Alright, beer.
Make a history check.
Oh boy, history.
My favorite.
Okay.
Oh, push his
Really
glasses
weird,
up
you
my face.
guys. Oh, 15. She might know
15.
something.
You don't know too much about,
Beer.
the Elvish culture, but Chime Guard did kind of stand out. They're kind of like a military force. And looking at his armor and the fact that, like, the plates hanging off of his armor bang against each other, making a wind chime-like noise. You're starting to put it together. This guy is a military escort.
Okay. Oh, it's very, very nice to meet you. Sorry about our friend here. He's a little over exuberant about most things. We're doing our best. Anyway, we're actually travelers as well. We didn't realize we'd be running into anybody else. Are you guys on your way to the Windshire Wall?
No, we're on our way from. We're heading elsewhere. He's starting to narrow his eyes at you again, mistrustingly.
Have we caught up to him yet?
About this time, yes, the carriage has come to a stop. The other caravan has also come to a stop.
Yeah.
Alright, well then I
And
get out.
Poppy is just, she feels pretty confident. I'm sorry. No need to pry. I'm just curious. You don't see too many travelers on this road after all. We're actually a traveling group, a bit of a band of helpers, Vagrant Hope. It really is nice to meet other people on this road. Sorry that this happened again. We'll figure out how to tie a leash to him.
She's Canadian. Sorry, I didn't catch that last bit.
We'll figure out how to tie a leash to him.
Oh!
He's still looking at you suspiciously. It's a look that you've grown accustomed to throughout your life, being a tiefling. And
Yeah.
he goes, "All right, if you stand your carriage to the side while we pass, keep an eye on him. We'll go about our merry way."
Pretty sure I said you were going to get out of the way and apologize, and I wasn't moving.
There's a keg in the back. You want some beer?
He hasn't had his
He
daily
just
ration
kind of
yet.
like narrows his eyes. Like, this guy's eyes are getting really, really narrow. Like, you're wondering how he's able to see with how hard he's squinting at you.
The Asian variety of
Can I poke my head up? Is that guy sleeping? Is his eyes even open?
And let's just like.
What's
rub
going
it
on?
into
Eyes
it.
just start to invert.
Eyelids. just clipping. Just clipping. Yes. The character creation in this game is amazing.
Oh my
God. Fault.
I would
There's
have
a
only.
soft spot right next to your ear. Like some people would rub for.
Yeah, the temple.
Was just.
There's only like 5 of them.
That we know.
Hey,
There
Bulgar.
appears to be, now that you've seen 10, there
get in
appears
the
to
back.
be- yeah.
There's beer in there. I got you some. I got some of the good stuff.
You're starting to see more of these guards. There appear to be 10 of them. Only one of them appears to be
Armed?
Yeah, well, no. The other ones appear to be have longbows trained on you. Only one of them appears to have swords and
Volgar, you wouldn't even survive the first volley.
Actually, he'd be the one most likely to survive the first volley.
None of us, except for maybe you, at best.
Please, we don't want to fight. We're just
Hey.
passing through, okay?
Just stand aside. we'll go in peace.
Like a crowbar, this requires finesse.
Okay, easy enough. We'll make room on the trail for you guys.
Whoa, wait. We're moving out of their way?
No.
Well, you guys are one carriage versus 5.
At least.
We can move out of our way. Screw this elf.
Well, he knows that there's 5 carriages.
Oh, I have an idea.
Screw all,
I'm gonna go
25
back
of
to the
them.
back of the caravan, take the keg of ale, start tipping it over. If you don't get back in here, I'm pouring all of it out.
Ooh.
Can I punch him at least once?
Roll persuasion.
Just let me punch him.
Roll something.
No.
And the keg is getting closer and closer to tipping.
You see 1 or 2 drops just trickle out.
Fine, but he's lucky that I like beer more than fighting.
All right.
I'll remember that. I'll find him again.
Here, how about this? Piece of paper, write it down. Here you go. I wrote down his name for you.
Yes.
This.
All right. Okay, we move over. Volgar,
Yeah,
in
we
his
move
in his
over.
extreme anger, picks up the carriage and, and moves it.
You guys maneuver the carriage off the trail. It shakes violently for a second as it comes off the rut that you guys have been traveling across. Svenny just has to grab the top of it so that she doesn't fall off.
Why she can float? And she gloats about it.
Well, you
At
know
night.
it only happens when she's in dim light or
Oh, that's right.
darkness.
That's right. Now she's like the rest of us mortals.
If you would let me keep my ballista.
They told we're not gonna be able to do anything. We can't
Yeah,
do
but
anything.
we mean
It's like I could have dragged it the same way. It was obviously magical. It would have survived, right?
Yeah.
I don't have reduced.
All right, you guys step out of the way. The archers and the standing swordmen create a barrier between you and the caravan as it passes by.
All right.
As
I wave. As they pass by.
curious folk are peeking out of.
Yeah, I waved out the.
yeah.
I make
A
faces.
small child
What?
manages
I
to
make
peek
faces
past
at
the
them.
mother and wave at you and then the mother just pulls him back and.
As Offie sees the small child, she'll use prestidigitation to kind of do some sparkles around her hand and everything as she's waving.
What languages do you speak?
Abysmal.
Abysmal.
Their language.
Now, give me a second.
Anybody who speaks Elvish and Halfling can hear the chatter coming from the carriage.
Nope.
Well, not halfling. I got elfish.
I speak abysmal.
Right.
Half elf.
Well,
That's
the out of elf, you hear look, mommy, and no, shh, and then pulling him back. Halfling, you hear some like laughter and a few notes of music coming out of the very rear carriage.
Well, they don't sound like refugees. That's a plus.
That you know of.
Well, the music makes me
Laughs in halfling.
think. Laughs in running for my life. It sounds like they're not sounds like we're not walking into a poop show, for lack of a better word. There's music and they're cheery-ish sounding.
But in the next 20 minutes, the whole caravan gets out of your sight, and as soon as the last wagon is gone, the archers stand down and begin backing up, still keeping you in sight, but at low ready. The swordman still in front goes, "Safe travel. Sorry for any inconvenience."
Thank you.
He nods to you, and then he looks at you. And it's a little quizzical because he's never seen your kind before.
I don't think I've ever seen one of your kind either. I've heard stories.
He kind of smiles and chuckles, and then looks over at Offlia, and then he's got that slight squint again, and then he just turns around and then just goes on his way.
As he walks by,
Offie still gives him, a friendly smile.
as he walks by, I mumble something in
At least
abysmal.
impart the good.
I call him an asshole and abysmal.
You see him turn his head, he's still walking away, and in abyssal as well. He goes, "Watch yourself if you're keeping that way." Yeah. Like the sunlight seems to get a little darker, dimmer.
All the light drains. Just a little bit.
Infernal. Anytime infernal is spoken, like fire rages, and every time abyssal is spoken, light dims. So he speaks in abyssal as well. He goes,
I didn't know my words had that power.
It's just a slight
flicker.
It's just a light cosmetic effect. Like prestidigitation or thaumaturgy would have a greater effect than this.
I see what you're saying.
He goes, my order's been trained to fight that type. As he then sheathes both of his swords and then continues on.
Her type? My type?
You were speaking in abyssal.
Oh, gotcha.
And he was staring at somebody who has infernal blood.
I gotcha.
So you're guessing that the demonic is something that they highly frown upon.
Look at everybody in the party in disappointment. Could have taken.
I'm still holding the keg.
Could have
I said
taken.
something else in abyssal. Come on, you schlemiel.
And so, by the way, here's a rock you can throw at him if you want.
It'll be fine.
Don't.
You get to fight another day.
Oh, what's his name again? I need to make sure I write it down so he knows who to kill later. Or at least punch.
Beer something, chime something.
Beryl.
Beerlai.
Yeah, Beerlai. Beerlai was his name, and he is of the Chime Guards.
Chime Guards, that's it. They're chime bringers.
Alright, write it down and give it to him. So here he goes. The person you can punch later.
So Beerlai, Biralei.
I just looked at the piece of paper quizzically and put it in my pocket.
I can't read.
You can read.
No, I told you at the beginning. I don't know. You can't play barbarian and read. That's no fun.
God. I can't read people
I still adhere to the funnest bard is the gentleman bard. You know, he's a noble, but he's just got that temper whenever like his tea order is wrong.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, that was
imagine
fun.
Orc doing that. It'd be hilarious.
Let's get back on the road. We got places
So
to be.
you guys continue on the road. Just before 5 o'clock, you guys start seeing the shimmer of water and the sound of rushing water.
That's good. It's not stagnant. No mosquitoes.
You see off in the distance a boat, a paddle boat going down it. Smoke trailing off the back of it and clockwork running 2 large paddle wheels on the side of it.
A steamboat, if you will.
How big is it?
Make a perception check.
Yeah, when you said paddle boat, I pictured some dude like paddling like with his hands or feet or something. Nice.
12. It's kind of hard to judge. You're pretty far away when you start to notice this. At first, you thought it was a boat that was on fire, but as you got closer and the steady chug of it, it's definitely under some kind of either magical or mechanical power, charging its way up the river. According to your map, the river flows from north to south, going from Mount Keimelder all the way down to the Limingview Strait.
How far away from the? I think it's in the middle of the water, I assume.
Yeah, it's heading north. You can't tell from this distance. Like, this is what you see as you approach.
Let me rephrase my question. He can't jump to the boat, can he?
He can try.
You're about a quarter mile away.
Oh, thank
so
I can go swimming now.
as you're getting closer and closer, you notice smaller watercraft. Some of them oar paddles. Another one appears to have some kind of gem embedded at the back and jets of water just scooting it forward. A flag jutting off of this smaller boat up into the sky. It seems to run up next to a boat. There's an exchange of some kind, and then it jets off to the next boat. Looking around, there is a small queue of people, just people with backpacks on the shore as you get closer, next to what looks to be a small set of docks and that have a flurry of activity as small boats seem to be loading up and then going from one side of the river to the next. Welcome to the Shipcombe Run.
Oh, we made it.
And with that, I think we're going to take a break.
It's such a shame to cut you off so soon, right as we get to the ships. Don't worry, my dears, we still have one more episode left before we go on hiatus. So be sure to tune in on the 21st to see how this all comes to an end. Or perhaps will it be a beginning? Until then, my name is Fable, and thank you for listening to Cats and Crowbars.